Let's see where everyone is. Right here. I wonder where they're going. Okay, out the door and then straight. I was just admiring my handiwork. Out the door and straight. Right this way. Okay.
I don't know who I don't know who Morgan is.
I don't.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names. Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
My apologies. I'm not the best with names.
Oh, Morgan?
Here.
What?
Oh.
He's my
Who are
son.
Oh. Wait, what?
Adopted, but you know.
Oh.
Hello, everyone.
But
I thought it was I thought Morgan is like, you know what? No, it's unisex. It's whatever.
Reintroductions may be an
Just call me V.
V. All right. My name is Paul Todd. Call me Paul or
Nice to meet you, giant
It's nice.
person.
It is nice to meet you as well.
And you are.
We are the collective. It's lovely to meet you.
You're the one. You're the one.
Pleasure to meet you.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stand right behind your wings if you don't mind me.
I don't fight hard, but
you look like you do.
Your. Pardon me. Your home was the one overtaken by the goop, correct?
Oh yes, that nice little handiwork. Well, you know, my buddy Viren has an interesting idea of jokes.
I see.
It's a little inside gag we have. Too bad about
you
that.
know that.
You know. We should probably get you to the cabin.
Yeah. I think.
If you wouldn't mind my asking, you know Byron?
Yeah, let's go.
Byron! He and I go way back. A couple
Really?
cycles, actually, I believe. I've known him by many names, none of which I'm allowed to say. But, you know.
Interesting. I asked because I had been wanting to find him to ask him more about this goop. The more that I look at it, the more remarkable it is, really.
It really is. It really is.
It's such an odd thing. It's similar to some things that I've seen on my travels, but it's still very different. I believe it may even have deeper applications. Acquire deeper knowledge in this.
Well,
Byron would be the perfect.
in order to contact Byron, that is very. He tends to kind of wander. When was the last time I saw him? I think the last time I saw him was at the gala. I believe he's away for a bit. He's been planning some things, you know.
Does he have any research notes or anything that I bet you think you wouldn't mind me taking a little look through, perhaps? Something of that sort?
Research notes?
Get at least a better idea of what we're... at least get a better idea of this whole thing.
Let's...
I've
I
been
could
taking
check
some
to see
notes of
if
my own.
one of them made
Very
any.
interesting.
Oh, there's this note in here. Let's see. Oh, nope. This is for someone else. Darn.
Are you familiar with curiosity?
Oh, with what?
Karma, they're one of the humans here. They actually ingested some of the goop, believe it or not.
Oh, Karma. I think I might have met them briefly. Not entirely sure. Very interesting guy.
It's very interesting because based on the symptoms they described of how the goop affected them, it almost seems as if it is developing a will of its own, filling out their body, so to speak, like a costume.
Oh, that would make sense, given what I know about the goo.
Do you know if it has a will of its own? Is it a puppeting kind of plague, or is it a sort of somewhat sentient?
It follows Viren's will. Viren's the one controlling it. He's the one that's spreading it. And, well, I mean, some other people are spreading it too, but, you know.
Interesting.
If something makes a deal with Viren in exchange for essentially numbing of the pain of the effects of the goo, because the goo does have some pretty dreadful effects. I have studied it in my time. I seem to have misplaced my notes, which is unfortunate, but...
From my studies, it seems that it does not start off painful, but I imagine it gets very painful before too long.
Yes. In some instances, I've recognized that it's caused full body necrosis, so...
I don't know. During my travels, it must have been, I think, 50 years ago, some 50 years ago, I encountered a world that was overrun by a disease called the marrow plague.
The marrow.
It was an almost sentient virus that turned a person's marrow into a sort of rigid material it then could use to puppet their body around while they were still alive, hijacking their nervous system, hijacking their brain in the process and parts of their nervous system, but never controlling the muscles themselves.
I think we kind of remember something similar to that, actually.
And it had a similar effect because if I remember correctly, the internal motion of the internal, like the changes to the marrow, destroyed the bone structure in such a way that the body could not sustain life, and so it would necrosis and rot, leave behind these skeletal zombies. Very interesting.
Yeah,
but this reminds me of that very much.
Well, it is something to think about. Let's see. Oh, it got me to look at my notes for a bit. Let's see, where is it? My inventory skills leave much to be desired. Let me just look inside this book really quickly.
We should take this somewhere a bit more private, considering the subject matter we're discussing. I imagine will not make us very popular among the. No, my Warren is rather far off. I don't know if we could exactly make that drop.
Maybe we could go to the library?
That's still rather public.
Maybe upstairs of the inn.
Is it large enough for me to fit is the problem.
Yeah, that is a question. Where do we go? I guess we could try.
What are you thinking?
Let's see. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's spreading well, I see. Okay, that's good.
Is this mycelium another fungal sort of plague?
Yeah, that's partially part of Mia's handiwork.
I see.
It's this
Kind of fit.
Oh.
I can't really fit onto the second floor,
Oh
unfortunately.
dear. Okay. Doesn't seem like anyone else is in here, though.
I can't really get out either.
Oh dear.
That's unfortunate.
Uh-oh.
Here, let me...
Oh no. Oh no, what have I done?
I suppose if we just broke the trapdoors up there and put them back, I could get out.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, there we are.
There we go. Right. You're going to need to put the ones on the inside back.
Alright.
There we go.
Didn't...
It was just those two on the other side facing towards these trapdoors.
Right.
Yep. There we go.
There we are. Okay, let's see. Where else would be a good place? Maybe... Maybe by the tree?
Maybe. Well, again, it's too public. Do you have I suppose, a home out of this town or somewhere that would be farther away, more secluded, perhaps, that we could meet?
Yeah, no, and the only house I had has been overrun by the disease, so,
That is true.
would
I mean, not necessarily, doesn't necessarily be your home, but just somewhere that's more secluded, out of town.
let me see if I can check. I don't know if you'd fit inside of it, but I briefly spent a night at, I believe their name is Apollo's house?
Well, might as well check, right?
Alright. Oh, oopsies. It's the wrong one. Alright, just teleport request me. Let's get there.
Where exactly is it?
Crap, somebody's here. I gotta leave. I gotta hurry. I gotta fucking run. Somebody's there. This is not a good option.
Where exactly? Okay.
It's not a good option. People are here. I gotta run. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm communicating with you on my comms device.
Telepathy is a wonderful thing.
Uh,
Perhaps we could meet over in the old church.
yeah! Church time! That works! Thumbs up! God. Let's see. Why the fuck am I in the ocean? Okay. Old church. Where the hell is the old church? Oh, God.
I'm near the residential district.
These poor eyes of mine. Let's see, where... Nope. Should be... this way.
There you are.
Here I
Perhaps
am.
it might be better to just walk instead, honestly. Walk and talk.
Here we go.
Oh, where did we leave off before all this unfortunate chicanery is?
Careful.
Huh? My apologies, I did not see you there.
Oh, this is very interesting.
What do you mean?
What are you? If you
Me?
don't mind me asking.
I am a musclekin, not a species. I'm not in my true form, per se, and I imagine
Hey,
you'll be
what?
familiar with the species anyways. A musclekin.
A motherkin?
Musclekin.
Muscle. Weird.
But, oh,
Yeah, I couldn't hear that. You're a bit too tall.
Whatever, I suppose.
Well, hello, I guess. Where is here?
Oh, another new one. Welcome to Funland. This is a place that you can't go back home. There's
This
magic.
would
I can't
appear
visit
to
my
be
mother hive? Oh, that's bad.
This would
Oh.
appear to be a world separated from all other realities in some capacity, and it
Ugh.
is owned by a chaos god of some kind who has brought us all here.
I don't
Mainly
believe
when
in
we
gods.
see icon of something with an icon of an eye on it would be would seem to be the pattern.
Seemingly,
So,
yes.
some strange, powerful creature.
Yeah, basically.
Figures.
Yeah,
The tall ones always try to eat.
Like a massive.
I
Like a massive.
do not
It's sort of like a
particularly
queen.
enjoy human beings, so
Queen.
you don't need to worry.
Yeah, you say that until you step on me.
Well, that's different from eating, though, isn't it?
Some creatures eat with their feet, though, from what I learned.
I don't eat with my feet.
Sure.
I used to. One of my lives did, I know. Because it was B for a brief period of time, I believe.
See? They eat with their feet.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Depends. I was a bee for a couple instances. Since I am technically a hive mind with that, I mean, I am partially insect. Most people can't guess, because, well, you know...
Hive mind is one brain and one.
As a curiosity, by the way, what is your name, small one? What is your name?
I'm
What should I
Buzzy.
call you? Buzzy. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Paul Tyre, but you can call me Paul or Tyre, or preferably the first one. But I mean, any of those will do.
Well, I'm soon to be Queen Buzzy Buzzard.
Wonderful.
I don't have a kingdom yet. I still have to build a hive.
Well, can you fly perchance?
Would you like to see?
Perfect. In that case, I am in the process currently of building myself a warren far off from town. Perhaps that could be a
Warren?
place where
What's a
you
warren?
warren. Warren is a term for a nest of sorts.
Ooh, nest. Like nests. Ooh, what would you be in nest? You look big. Like bird.
I mean,
You have a bird nest? Bird nests are weird.
it's not a
They
bird
poop off
nest.
them.
It's more so. It's like a network of tunnels. It serves as a nest, a place to rest, but it's tunnels. It's all very.
Ooh,
It's
like
wonderful.
termites.
Yes, or bunnies.
Anyways, also ants,
Ants too, yeah.
termites, beetles, some beetles.
At any rate, you would be welcome to come and stay in there while you were getting your hive and your empire set up. Us insects should stick together after all. Dangerous world out here. Not a very
Sure.
insect-friendly one either.
Especially dangerous recently. It's been getting worse.
There's a strange
Really?
substance of public goop that's been spreading around. Don't ingest it. If you ingest it, it has very unfortunate side effects.
Careful
But
careful with flowers that are too dark and pollinating with them. Don't pollinate a flower that's
yes.
like black,
You know what?
gray, or light gray.
Follow me. I'll show you what the goop looks like so you know what to avoid. There's
Your eyes are slow. I need you to speed up. You need to flap your wings faster. Come on.
It's over. It's over this way.
It's hard for me to properly fly.
It's over this way.
My
Right here.
wings.
This is the goop. Be careful around
It smells
this.
like rye.
It does. It smells rather nasty.
Like old moldy meat. Like meat goo.
I
Moldy meat
sounds
goo.
more old, decomposing the something along those lines. Yeah, it reeks of death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my house.
You're home? Oh, you're
Yep.
homeless now, aren't you?
Yep.
Hmm.
But, well, I don't... Sleep isn't really a necessity for me, so it's fine.
Mm. What's that like?
I suppose
Just wish
Must be tiring.
wish I had a place
if
to...
we are in
Get
these,
it?
I do have a warren that I'm currently constructing, although it would not exactly be. I don't know how friendly it would be to those who are without light. I must admit, or not by height either. But I
Quickly
I
out
don't
of
know.
character, this is
Fire
my third-ish/fourth character.
nice.
Also, I have a mountain that you could potentially tunnel into if you don't already have a mountain.
I already have one I found.
Alright. So I get 2 places to live. Yippee! Anyways, back in character.
Yep. Yep.
Yippee!
And offer
Awesome.
that's an offer. An offer on the table, I suppose. But
That sounds pleasant, but I gotta build a hive, which means we need more people. Wait. How's... I'm looking you up and down. Are you like a soldier or something?
I can fight, but I'm not really
What are you? A worker?
I'm a wanderer. Wayfarer.
Ooh, I like exploring too, but I have to settle down at some point. But I hope that people will explore with me. So,
Hmm. Interesting.
Are you going to rule those tunnels?
No. Maybe.
Can I?
Probably not. No.
Why not?
It's a warren, it's a nest, it's not a kingdom.
You hiveless. Anyways, Anyways, since I don't want to be alone, I'm just gonna follow y'all guys for a bit.
I
How many...
think for the time being, it would be better to be alone.
Whatever, losers.
Alright, farewell.
I don't know how many queens we're up to now, but I think around 3? Because there's the ice one, me, and that one.
At any rate, where did we leave off in our discussion before?
We were just trying to find a place that didn't have people, and we stumbled across a person.
We agreed to just walk and talk.
Yeah, walk and talk. 1 second.
That would have worked. But you're fine.
Swelling orchestrals. Okay, we can continue talking. Let me just get my book back out.
Of course.
Let's see. Let me find the page again. Let's see. I have a document on different things. Let's see. Okay. Okay, the first signs are, let's see, mild nausea, metallic taste and dry mouth. There's also a low fever that comes and goes, and fatigue that doesn't respond to rest.
Insomnia was what it seemed to be from the symptoms.
Right. Let's see.
The symptoms that Karma was exhibiting was feeling feverish, insomnia, vision was worse than normal, they were hearing murmurs, had no they had no hunger, possible sleepwalking, which might just be a thing that they had. Their food was just sitting in their stomach and occasionally would jerk, as they put it. Their saliva occasionally turned black, their movements became more rigid and had a delay to them, and their mind wandered more than usual.
Yeah, it does seem like textbook contamination to me.
But my concern is if those are the listed symptoms, are those like the listed? Does those symptoms list like does that come from what was his name?
Byron?
Vaughn? Varn?
It's quite likely that that could be the case. Yes.
Because if the creator had a list of symptoms and patient 0 is exhibiting symptoms not on that list, then it may be mutating.
It could be mutating, yes, and I don't think that they're
Mm.
patient 0. There are other people that are infected. Michael was pretty badly infected, and not only is
I
Michael
see.
infected, he has multiple infections going on, so it could
Yeah,
be
that's
likely
very
that
important.
the infection could be mutating at a pretty rapid rate. But it tends to be that a
It,
lot of the symptoms can change from person to person. Like, different immune
it's
systems have different ways of trying to combat this sort of pathogen
I
in the
am
system.
aware, but there are limits to that sort of thing, and hearing voices falls outside of those limits generally,
Excuse me, it
as
could
well as
be.
the motor dysfunction as well is another thing that is also, to me, that indicates that the nervous system itself, in some capacity, is being attacked, which has very concerning and alarming potentials,
Strangely
especially the
enough, some of his early symptoms are more common in stage 2 or even stage 3. Let's see. Stage 2. Okay, colonization. Okay.
is
Muscle weakness and shaking hands. Endless nightmares and paranoia. Doctors can't diagnose it. Test come back normal. Let's see. How did you say he got the infection again?
by eating some of the goop on being peer pressured into eating some of
Peer.
the goop.
Oh.
Did it.
Peer pressure.
That's how I
Oh.
understood it.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. Stage. What? What was that?
That was just me breaking some grass.
Okay. Okay. I thought someone was watching us. Let's
No, no,
see.
I'm not a pro at it.
Heightened suggestibility, delayed reactions, glassy eyes, body temperature slightly below normal.
None
It's
of those symptoms sound like the ones that I'm concerned. Sounds like the concerning ones being exhibited at the first stage.
huh.
It is mutating in a rather concerning way.
That's not good.
More than a little concerning, considering that it's directly attacking the motor functions and the auditory perception. Saliva too.
Yeah,
It is spreading through the body.
black saliva. It's quite likely that the infection sites have a lot to do with it. Often, he used to have a thing where he would directly attack during times of war. The goo would get inside of open wounds and sort of fester, and that would usually cause the symptoms like I listed, where it was like, yes, there's muscle, there's like muscle weakness and shaking hands. That's usually because the injuries were like on the arm or on the chest. I don't think I've ever documented somebody being enough of a lunatic to eat the stuff.
Not a lunatic, just not mentally stable. But it would seem that this plague is spreading out of control already in a somewhat alarming fashion. Has it ever been able to uh, exhibit control, to take control over motor functions or other like parts of a body in a direct fashion?
I'm not the best person to ask about this. Let me just. Okay. Yeah. This has happened before. I think it might have happened to me actually.
see.
It wasn't pleasant when I went through it. A lot of what happened was in order for Viren to perform miracles. When I knew him, he wasn't called Viren. I can't say the name he went by, but he wasn't going by Viren back then, and I was very naive in my assumptions. I thought he fuck.
I understand. You don't need to say anymore.
But yeah, a lot of what he did was in order to perform quote unquote miracles, where he would cause a problem and then fix it.
I see.
So there was a period of time where I physically could not walk. His infection had spread to my legs, and so I physically couldn't move them unless he was allowing them to be moved. So he just sort of essentially lifted my body up with his magic and essentially pushed me to move, and I could feel anything, but afterwards I was in like sorry.
As a question, if you don't mind my asking, if this is too much, then you can say no and not answer, and I will understand. Was he able to control your limbs and make them move, or was he able to just block them from moving?
He is able to essentially gain entire control over somebody once the infection is inside of them. It's to a point where he's even able to control your mind, and often he has a very specific way that he likes to do this. For my case, it's embarrassing to say, but I was his herald. In his cult, I was his herald.
I see.
Which basically meant I was his second in command, but I hardly had any authority at all. It basically just meant that I did a lot of paperwork. But he physically made it so I can't hate him, and every time I think about him, I'm terrified.
I understand.
Even talking
You
to you
don't need
right now, sorry.
I understand. You don't need to say any more in this regard.
I prefer sheeps over rams.
I see.
One of the other ones named this Nina. I think it's because they had one similar a while back, but I don't know.
You said you were without a place to stay at current, correct?
But yeah, my current house is in a pretty bad
The goo.
state. I can still stay in it. I mean, I'm not affected by the goo. I mean, the psychological effects are still there. But, that's
Right.
just for me and not for the other four. But it's okay. I'm fine. I've been kind of monitoring its growth and whatnot.
It may not be much, but I could possibly offer you at least temporary refuge in my warren that I'm currently building,
Oh,
or at least nearby it.
I'd appreciate it.
Although it is thousands of meters in that direction.
It's okay. I think I have. Let's see. I have a teleportation that gets me like 1,000 blocks that way.
In that case, there is around 6,840 meters in that direction. There is a hill. It has a little sort of spike jutting out of it. It's a rather large hill on the edge of a forest and a river. It is on one end. There is a hole in the side of it. That is the entrance to my ward.
All right. I'll see. I might go there. I'm not entirely sure. I'll see. I'll see.
All right. The offer is on the table there. You don't have to take it.
I appreciate it.
Of course. All right, well, thank you for the information you have given me.
Of course.
And thank you for this conversation. I know how you feel in regards to Byron, but if you do find him, or if he does come back, then I would appreciate if you could put me into contact with him.
Okay.
There's much I wish to discuss with him.
I'm used to sending people through to meet him, so yeah, but he is a deal maker, and he likes making deals, and a lot of the time his deals aren't exactly the best, and I'd just be careful interacting with him because he might try to touch you, and if he touches you, it's...
I am not a very it all depends. My levels of concern depend on how much, and if I'm able to find a way to gather my rift energy and change my shape. If I can change to my normal shape, I do not believe that he would be able to do much to me because I do not have a nervous system.
Oh.
At least not a physical one.
I don't think he has one either, actually. He's from Limbo, if you're aware of that.
Possibly. But I do not have a nervous system or really organs in a traditional sense. So I do not imagine that I would be at much risk in that state. Although in this one, I can't exactly say.
Okay, just make sure you're safe. Maybe wear gloves. I don't know.
I will be careful.
I'm probably gonna go fish or something. I don't know. I think I just need time to clear my head, I suppose.
I understand completely. Take your time.
Okay. I hope you have a good day.
And you as well. Take care.
Hi gamers! Hi gamers! I was doing Minecraft roleplay. Sorry for the delay.
Gamer! Look at no Mike, I sent a photo of my Draculoid doll.
Let me see in the mic. Oh, cute!
She's so cute!
Yeah!
I also have a Royal High set if you want to see that.
Yeah!
How was Lore, Toby?
Lore was great! A character wants to meet Byron.
Your character was born or a character?
A character. Their name is.
Is it Boss People?
Yes. Their name is Tyre.
I'm gonna send a photo.
I don't know.
They're a photo of my royal high and no light.
They're like a researcher, I think. But I'm excited to see your doll.
Do we got another Dr. Hale?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure. But my characters met a lot of people today. Oh crap! I forgot to click. I forgot to stop recording.
Damn it!
Bring him outside.
Okay, let me try one more time.
Okay, and here's the berries.
If that fails, then, if all that fails, then bring him outside, and I'll see if I can help.
Let's just.
Oh my goodness! Let's just bring him outside.
Come on, dear. Let's go.
I do not like to do this. I cannot promise much. I am not in my proper form for this kind of thing. Were I in my proper form, I'd have much more precision.
What is with human mortals and getting injured?
Somebody's injured?
All right.
What the fuck did you... Okay, hello. Hi.
I have tended to
lost again.
I have covered your wounds. I have covered your wounds thoroughly. They should not. I've staunched the bleeding and covered them thoroughly. I would advise you do not tamper with the gauze outside of a 32-hour period where you should try to change them out as carefully as possible. But he is stable and should be able to begin the recovery process.
Okay.
I've tried to apply minor sutures, but I'm a bit limited, unfortunately.
Should we bring him to the fire?
Vaughn, do you want to be by the fire?
I'd rather be inside.
Collective.
Okay. Let's bring you inside. Come on.
I've been. Just was reading a weird book.
Did it perchance... Was it in a box near a couple of signs saying strange, esoteric things?
Yeah, there's weird books around, but this one seemed different than the other ones.
You can find that one for me. I've collected the other two, and I was studying through them. Could you pass me that third one, so I can study it as well?
Crap, I left it behind. I'd have to go back and get it, but I can definitely go get it.
That would be appreciated if you don't mind terribly.
All right.
It was nice meeting you.
I'll be right back. Don't worry.
They'll be back. I'll be back soon.
Okay. Just keeping you guys on my comm device. Should be fine. Let's see. This is interesting. This isn't. Huh.
No, why? But the world looks different, honestly.
This is okay.
Did you crash?
Maybe I might have. Don't know what that was.
Who could have attacked them?
If you don't mind, by the way, I'd like to take some of this hop snow you have for a project I'm working on.
This what?
Snow. I'd take some of the snow if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Hold on. I want to talk to them. Please excuse me.
I will be a... Fair enough. Are you still there, Collective?
Yeah.
I think I know who is leaving those tones.
It's just.
Are you familiar with It is now a bad time to play.
Goodness, not another episode. These blips tend to occur. They haven't happened in a while, but seem to be happening again, which is great. Awesome. Yeah.
I see. Sounds rather awkward.
Alright. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Finding the book. Finding the book that I already found, but I'm trying to find it again. Where the heck is the book? That looks like it. Okay. I guess I could just remove the present and the sign. Boop. And the sign. And I just pop on back over there.
Welcome back. By the way, I think I know who's leaving these books. If I might see that one.
Oh, yep. But like I said, this one seems different than the other ones.
As a question, this is rather personal, so I do apologize to some extent for that. You said you have history with what was the name of
Viren. Yeah,
Viren.
I do have history of Viren.
You have history with him. How far back does that history extend? Because some of the things mentioned in this book feel familiar, if that makes sense.
Gosh, it's cold.
It may just be. Here, there's a fire over this.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, you're all right. Not all of us are as well suited to the cold as I am. And again, feel free to only answer that which you are comfortable with. But some parts of this feel familiar to the relationship that you said you and Byron had.
Oh, well, I wasn't the only person that was close with Viren. There was a couple people. Well, technically, it's kind of crazy, but I guess it's important to know if you ever do interact with Viren in the future, not to mention this name, or else he's gonna get really pissed off and quiet.
You have to like that?
Not my name, no. The name Elias has significance. Elias was his, I suppose, the only person he ever really cared about. Even though part of me is technically friends with Viren, not entirely, of course, but even though part of me is technically his friend, I suppose that Elias would be closer to a lover situation. Not entirely sure what was going on there. I just know that they had a very interesting relationship.
I see. Because the odd thing about this is I think I know who is writing these books.
You do?
Do you know any one of the members of the Knights? The Night Watch?
I think that
Right on the shorter end.
Morgan is my son, technically adopted, but yeah.
I noticed. Well, I met Morgan in town maybe a day or two ago, and we came across Iggy, who was exhibiting the symptoms that you listed of the goop. infection, the paranoia. Seemingly stage 1, although when I asked if there was any earlier, he seemed very hesitant and deflective about that subject. Now, my thought process then is that perhaps Iggy is being influenced to leave these signs and these books around town.
Possibly.
There's almost a path, like, there's almost like a path, a progression that you can notice with these. There's a pair of signs down by the docks that seems very unknowing of whoever is of someone, very almost sane. Then there's the second set, which is the first of the books, and that feels like a start of a spiral into delusion. Then the third one is almost fully gone, and this feels like it's pulling out of it, but as somebody different. Which reads to me almost like a possession-driven madness.
Well, usually...
It's just a hunt, but...
The couple times that I think part of me has met Fyron, there's always been an Elias. Like, every single time, no matter the universe, there's always been an Elias, but the issue with that is that, they tend to have weak constitutions. They're very fragile, very prone to getting sick and dying young.
I see.
So
Do you know what Elias was like, personality-wise?
Oh, Elias. He was a character. I shouldn't speak ill of the potentially dead, potentially still alive. I don't know. But he was...
Speaking honest truth is not speaking ill.
Yeah, that's fair.
If it is a poor reflection, that is more so. It is less so speaking ill of the person, and more so an honest the intimation of how they were.
Well, the thing about Elias is that he's very... At least the different versions of him tend to be, like, slightly different every time. But, it's a person that Vyron... Watch out.
That does not cause me much harm.
It's a person that Vyron is interested in, so, Elias...
What are some common character traits that you've noticed, if there are any?
Let's see, they tend to be, like, rather, I guess, confident in themselves would be a word. They tend to have a lot of confidence in their abilities, and, oddly enough, like a strange creative sort of side to them, where they seem to be very eager to create, very eager to witness creation and stuff like that, which I suppose is why... I don't know why Vyron is so interested in them, other than the fact that they seem to be in every universe and they're always doomed to die.
I see.
A lot of the time he never even meets Elias before Elias passes away.
Do you know if Byron has found an Elias in this world?
I don't even know if an Elias is here, actually. Because the way that book was written was like, it was a confession from... Oh, crap. Why is there so many of them?
That might be partly my fault.
It's okay.
It would seem that my large stature draws a lot of unwanted attention.
It's alright.
Yeah, there is no need to comfort me. I am aware of the challenges that come with my height. What were you saying before we were interrupted by the undead?
If there's anything that... Right! The book seemed as if it was, like, possibly written by him, which I suppose would imply that Elias made his way here? Which I suppose being here would be a positive thing, considering if it's the Elias that I think, they definitely had a terminal illness.
I see.
So this place would essentially keep them alive.
Apologies.
It's alright. I've been having a craving for raw meat lately. I'm not entirely sure what that's about.
Odd.
The infection doesn't affect me, don't
Nothing.
worry.
I had some noises, considering their nature, multiple consciousnesses in one body.
One of them's
I imagine it'd be a bit hard to get a mental foothold if there is multiple minds.
yeah, one of them is psychologically affected, and another one is romantically attracted. But it's alright, you know?
I see.
These things happen. Gosh. Forgot how much I hate the cold.
I can understand that. Here, we can move to my... I can take you to my warren at the time. At least get somewhere, get out of the cold and make more of the monsters and whatnot.
Alright.
We're more private. It's still being built, so it's still being worked on, so it's not the nicest thing to look at, but...
It's okay. The snow just tends to slow my circuits and makes my movement a bit slower.
Alright. Here, hold my hand and we'll transport them. That should work.
Right. Sorry.
I'm gonna send the teleport.
It's okay. It's okay.
We moved somewhere else if we're gonna be working that out right now. Actually, I'll come back.
Well, hello.
Hi. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, we haven't. I'm apparently one of the new ones here. The name's Jason, Dragonhead.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. Our name is The Collective.
Nice to meet you all.
Thank you. Looks like the snow's finally stopped. That's nice.
It is.
Seems to be that Vaughn just had a bad run-in with some monsters.
Oh, is that his name?
I believe so.
Good, at least.
Never heard
At
of
least
this.
it's good to know that it was not anything for, I guess, malicious, I suppose.
Yes. Seems to be back in his home planet. They don't have monsters. That must be
Yes.
just them shocked to deal with those dangers suddenly.
The Earth was bereft of a lot of the magic and strangeness across many worlds. Some of the strangest things that I've...
That's the case for a lot of newcomers. They weren't from places with magic, which is interesting, because that means... Does that mean that their magic tends to be a bit more volatile? Like, weird?
They might not even have magic in the first place, but definitely not.
Well, not... Well, maybe magic is just very rare and powerful, and all of them have never really seen it before. Maybe they don't realize that they're using magic. Maybe something that they do throughout their day-to-day lives. They never even consider the fact it could be magic.
Who's to say, honestly? Without a deeper knowledge of their specific home planes, it's hard to tell for certain.
Maybe they call their magic something else. Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, where do we get all the names of magic to just the name we gave to the glowing fireballs people throw out?
Mm. I was never raised to call my abilities magical. I don't really know, even though I suppose to some extent they would fit into that category. We always called them rift abilities.
Personally, I'm of the belief that magic isn't real.
Mm.
It's a series of scientific processes that a lot of people call magic, but it's just everything can be explained with science.
I would love to hear your scientific explanation for my currently cut off, albeit ability to simply step out of reality.
Well, there is theories
Simply out of
about
wing.
teleportation. The sense that you essentially die and you create an exact clone replica of yourself in the new place with the exact memories. But that is just a theory.
Not really.
And
I mean, I'm not really in any place, though. I'm in the astral sea. It's a place between places.
Well, maybe teleportation. Actually, what it actually could be is cutting a rift in space and opening it back up in a different place. All it is just, or it could be just traveling very fast. Who really knows? I've never really questioned.
But at some point, would not such an incredible speed be beyond science to some extent? I mean, how would you explain the immunity to running into anything at such a high speed, or burning yourself alive from the friction?
I suppose if your molecules are vibrating at at a high enough frequency, you'd be able to phase through things. That's why there's the theory that if you high-five enough times, there's a very slim chance that your hand will go through the other person's. It's very unlikely, but it is possible. At least that is a theory.
Yeah, that just sounds like it's reaching to a silly end result.
I think it's an interesting discussion.
Friction would be difficult to explain, I do admit.
On that note, would either of you two be interested in seeing my warren that I'm currently constructing while we wait for those two?
I think those two will be a while. I think I have some things I need to do, so I'm probably going to have to pass on that. But thank you for the offer, and it was nice to meet you all, collective.
Nice to meet you too.
Come back anytime.
All right.
Will you be taking me up on that offer?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Simply holds on to some part of me, preferably not the wings.
All right.
When I teleport, then we should arrive there safely. Let me know when you sent the teleport request.
Oh, I was supposed to send it. That's why. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's the justification that I've been using for that kind of thing, because somebody else should explain that one. So.
It got a little too silly.
I should have made that clearer.
It's okay. That explains it.
It is currently rather on the rough side, as it is still being constructed, but it is being constructed in the manner akin to my young home. Not the home of my youth.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I'm limited in my ability to properly put everything into place. As my true form has not, as I've not yet been able to return to my true form.
So you have a true form.
Indeed, normally when I shift between dimensions, my form sort of changes to fit in with that dimension, and I can return it to my true one by using some of my gathered rift energies. Unfortunately, however, when I was pulled into this plane, I struggled against it, and I burned through my whole reserves, and I have not since found a way to regenerate that. So
Ooh.
I am trapped in this rather clunky state, sadly.
It's alright.
Once I have finished, however, I will be able to begin to lay silk thread around this area. It is at current at least, a fairly simple tunnel network, nowhere near the scale of my birth warren.
I miss burying underground. Simpler times.
It is indeed nice to be away from things.
Just covering myself in dirt, sleeping for months, and then waking up and screaming.
Cicada! How interesting.
Now with my stupid vocal cords that get hoarse far too easily. But I suppose back
Must
then
have
it
burned
was
them out.
rubbing my wings together, I suppose. But now I don't have wings either, so. I wonder what happened to them. I definitely had them before. It's weird.
It is odd to be trapped in one place like this, forced to lay down roots.
Yeah. Usually I have a choice in where I go. And I gotta leave freely.
Normally I avoid laying down roots or connections permanently of any kind. I simply wander. That is that. But I have not been encaged in hundreds of years. It is an odd feeling. It's nostalgic in a way that I'm not entirely fond of.
Yeah, being in a cage is not fun.
I'm metaphorical more so than physical in this instance. Here, let's head back inside for anything nasty.
I think that in the colder biomes there's a particularly nasty form of skeleton.
I have not noticed and I've not found anything like that. You know, this whole cave right here, all of this, I constructed that myself to make this more of an actual cavern.
I like it.
I'm rather proud of my handiwork. I never really explored that side of myself until now, and it's odd. Have you ever had the feeling that so much of what you spent your life doing was not wrong, but just ignorant of who you were? Not in a bad way necessarily, not in a way that undermines or makes bad what you were doing before, but just that sort of self-learning, I suppose.
Yeah, it's sort of like figuring out a new way to, I guess, a new way to put on your shoes or something like that saves time, and you think, wow, how much time have I wasted?
I could not truly understand that analogy because I do not really wear shoes.
It's sort of like, I suppose, discovering a new form of flight that takes less energy to fly and allows you to go faster than you would before. And so
I can see where you're coming from.
You realize, wow, I could have been doing this the entire time. How much time have I wasted?
I don't quite know if it's I could have been doing this the entire time feeling, and more so just I never realized that part of myself existed.
Yeah. It's always good to try new things. I was stuck
This is
trying new things all the time.
this is less so a new thing, if I'm being completely honest. But I suppose you're right in that.
Revisiting an old thing, in a sense that it's like... I suppose the term would be nostalgia, or indulging the inner child, as I saw it put once. Where engaging in behaviors from your youth is a way to heal past traumas, in a way. But also it could just be done for fun.
If I may ask, what was your youth like?
My youth. Well, we each had separate youths, of course.
Right.
There was... okay, let me think about this. For the smart one, they kind of spent their entire life in studies, and eventually they worked themselves to death. And that's when I came in and I helped them, allowing them to continue researching without fear of illness, and stuff like that.
I see. And what do they research, if I may ask?
They tend to research anything they can. Recently I've found that they're rather fond of, they actually have been studying, like, different infections that have been happening, because seemingly there's a couple that are going on, like, simultaneously, and they are interested to see the behavior, if there was mutations in this.
Interesting.
Let's see. One of them was hatched. Pretty sure they ate the rest of their clutch. One... oh, right, that one. Oh, that's very upsetting, that one. But relevant. Part of me was actually a follower of Viren in the last world we were in.
I see.
Like, one of the cultists. We're not allowed to share very
Raised.
much.
Were they raised in the cult?
I believe so. Like I said, the memories are very foggy for some reason, and I'm not allowed to share a whole lot related to that, because the psychological effects of what Viren did to her are still very much potent.
See.
Which is why she gets so nervous when he's around, or when she feels nervous, she starts to count. Because she's trying to process what he did to her.
Right.
Let's see, that's 3 down. Okay. One was a live streamer. They often played video games and stuff like that, went to parties, spent way too much time doing stuff that they shouldn't have, and I believe that they were trying to get better, and then suddenly things got a whole lot worse, and they died before they could properly reconcile with a lot of people they cared about.
I understand how that feeling can be.
Then there was me. I wasn't always in this form. Originally, I was a lot smaller. I vaguely remember, because it was like... it's part of the reason why I hate cold so much, is because I was stuck in space for so long.
Interesting.
Let me think. I was in space for like a very long time, and then suddenly, I suppose I was like, I can't remember exactly how many years it was. I think it tends to be around 50 to 300 is the time frame of which like a shift can occur where I end up being taken to another universe. Generally, I'm able to determine whether or not I'm ready to go or whatnot, but back then I wasn't very aware of my surroundings. Back then I was a lot less
Sapient?
a lot less put together.
I see.
I think I resembled like, it was around the size of a pea. But then I landed on a planet that actually did have life, and for that I ended up pretty sure bonding to I think an insect-like creature. I can't entirely remember because it's been millions of years. Shoot.
You have been around for a very long time, then.
Yes, as long as humanity has been around, and as I think one person put it one time, as long as there has been injustice in the world and wrongs to right, I have been there.
And have you been right? Have you rated wrongs?
I feel like I have. I've righted a couple wrongs. There's a couple issues that I wish I could have stopped. But you know, hindsight is 20/20. And I
You
can't see.
can't win them all.
I can't see very well. A couple instances that I remember feeling pretty good about was there was an incident where an entire family was killed by a drunk driver. So, I did my usual deal with them, which is, do you know how my deals work?
No, you've never explained it to me.
Oh, basically, I'm a deal maker, but I like to consider myself one of the good ones, quote unquote. But basically, when something or someone passes away, and I believe that their death was unjust or unfair, I'm allowed to offer them a deal, where they're able to have their final wish granted in exchange for essentially their face. And the face becomes a mask, and once the wish is granted, their mask returns to their face. So it's similar to death masks.
I see.
But for the family that was unfairly killed, I was like, I will grant your final wishes, so you can go to the afterlife in peace, and not be stuck spending an eternity in some place you don't want to be. Because a lot of the time, those unhappy folk end up becoming ghosts, and that causes more unhappiness. So for them, I was able to take them to some theme parks. I'm pretty sure we did a thing where it was like, I think their wish was to have one last day together, and I made sure the day was special.
That is very nice of you.
I think a couple times it's been like a real sad wish.
I would certainly say that of the deal makers I've encountered, you sound like among the kinder ones. Making the best of tragedy.
Yeah, I can't help the whole face thing. It does tend to be a bit gross when people look at it, but like, that's just how my ability tends to work. So it doesn't work as well if it's not the face, and then of course there's the whole memory situation, which since we got here it's been a lot worse, considering all of our masks have melded together, and we can't separate them.
Pretty troublesome.
And I lost 14 of my young.
That does sound terrible indeed.
Yeah, I'm still feeling that sort of loss, but I did consult with Miss Raven. Stars bless her. She was telling me that they were okay, so.
That's good. That is good to know.
I really hope she's doing alright after what happened with her store.
What happened to their store?
Her store has essentially become an epicenter for the disease.
Ah, that is unfortunate indeed.
Not to mention how my house has gotten kind of gunked up too.
Deer House has been overrun indeed, yes.
Yeah. It's alright though, it's fine. Before I had the house, I was just sleeping in rivers.
Is that what you have? You said you have your own place outside of the town, right?
Not yet, but I have been working on getting something set up. I still have to do some planning and whatnot.
I see. Well, it is good that you have a plan in place at least.
Either that or I could start couch hopping again. But I don't want to be perceived as like a,
Yes, I can understand that.
I heard one of them. I heard it happen.
Heard what happened?
A conversion has taken place up top.
A conversion?
One of the skeletons appears to have become a stray. I was able to hear it.
Interesting.
That was what I was...
Not exactly stray.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about earlier with the fact that this place tends to have a weird effect on certain undead.
I do not see the stray up here that you mentioned.
You in here? Yellow. Huh. I heard it happen, but I could have just been mistaken. It's like how I mistook one of the sounds that another person made on my first day here.
That is always a possibility.
I think my ears are just going in my old age.
Nonsense. I'm sure they were fun. We all mishear things from time to time.
Because, like, my vision's been going, my ears might as well go too. One of these days I'm gonna have to start walking with a cane.
Well, I imagine you'd look nice. I've always found canes to bring a certain air of gravitas to a person.
Thank you. And whenever somebody irritates me, or gives me some back talk, I can hit them with the cane.
Exactly. Many benefits to it that people don't tend to see.
Well, I don't want to hold you. I think I have something to attend to, so I hope you have a good day.
And you as well. I may head towards, see if I can find anything going on there, I suppose.
Right?
There's always something.
We could go together. I was just planning on going back to town anyways.
Well then in that case, that's perfect. Do you know what's on the other end of it? Do you know what's on the other end of that portal?
Oh, I suppose hell.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of things here are like from Minecraft, so I'm assuming that that's another portal, meaning that takes you to the Nether, which is basically just hell.
I find myself drawn to the portal, not to enter it, but to the portal itself.
I think it's because of the
I can't quite
swirls.
say why. Maybe. You did. It takes you to hell. Is that a place you can enter here normally, or?
I'm not entirely sure. I stopped I think I might have tried to enter it before, and it just isn't allowed. I think part of me thinks it might just be for decoration, because the god of this place has interesting aesthetic choices that I wouldn't personally make, but no. Oh,
Oh.
oh, there's a skeleton. Skeleton in the water. I thought... Huh. Oh, got my arrow.
That felt wrong. I'm not quite sure why. I suppose I'll find out. I have noticed mushrooms on some of the goop.
Oh, that was the case with Raven's house, I believe. Or her store.
Yeah, I noticed that thing.
Also, somebody made the sign harder to read. I believe that must have been on purpose.
What do you mean by harder to read? It just says do not touch goop.
I just think that it's because it's brown, and the sign's also brown. It's kind of hard for me to read it, but, I mean, my vision's poor, so...
That is... I'm still not entirely sure what to make of the goop.
It's parasitic.
Oh, beyond the more obvious things. Such as that. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I'm hoping to be able to Viren learn more about it from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
I can try and tell you what I know. From my experience, real nasty stuff.
You told me some of it, actually, some days ago.
Yeah, some of us are allowed to say bits and pieces, but not the whole truth, because of, you know, the whole issue with that one blondie.
Blondie?
Viren.
Oh, that's right.
Seems to be forming spikes already. That's great.
Are the spikes one of the stages of its progress?
Not all the time. It tends to be just sort of whatever shape he really feels like. My mailbox got gooped.
You know, I have a barrel in the warren with some goop in it.
That's dangerous.
I have, however, left it floating in the air, isolated from any blocks beyond the barrel, which the barrel itself is not in contact with.
But you touched it with your hands?
I wore gloves when I touched it, and I put the gloves in the box alongside the goop.
But didn't you have to touch it with your hands in order to take off the gloves?
There's a way you can take off gloves without your hands touching at any point in time.
Hope so.
Oh no, there is. It's a very common method in the food service industry.
Yeah, but Viren's a real interesting character, and his taste in men leaves much to be desired. I was curious about something.
What would that be?
Well, Viren ended up here, but Elias was still alive. Last I checked, at least.
I have a theory about the You are? Steady can. Puar, that's right. I have a theory about Puar and how we came to this world specifically. The nature of us being here. I I met Puar out in the town square music near the pyramid somewhat recently, and they knew me in a very direct fashion, not in a coincidental sort of way, like if I'd been pulled here randomly. And furthermore, they phrased entry to this world as a contract.
Oh.
It is my thought process that when one one is chosen by Puar and an eye icon is placed somewhere where they will find it, and any hints needed to get them to touch it are left there. For example, Jason was a wanderer and well in town at one point, and a woman came to him to ask for help because of strange noises in her basement, and the noises were coming from and something with an eye icon on it, which is what transported him here. But the sounds only began a couple days after he had entered the town. They had not been there before then. So it speaks to me as if we were all chosen specifically with very clear purpose, although what that purpose would be, I am unsure. I was not able to get any information on the terms of the contract either beyond that. Although, again, touching the eye is considered admission, is considered a signature on the contract.
That's interesting.
However, I that does leave the possibility for breach of contract as a way to leave. Although how that would work out is determined would be based on the details of the contract, and it would likely rely on some part of the contract on Puar's end being broken.
Question is, I wonder, do I even want to break the contract? Being here has been interesting. I mean, I suppose I'd start to resent it after about 300 years, but, you know.
I will determine for sure whether I wish to break the contract or not if and when the opportunity arises. For the time being, I'm more so just looking into it out of intrigue more than anything else.
Mhm.
Although I can, if I must confess, I do not know how readily I will share the information that I find.
It's alright. I'm just gonna inspect my house real quick. Let's see. Yep. Seems to have gotten worse. Which I suppose that's obvious. When did I start doing this again? Oh, God. Oh, that's great. That's. Didn't know we were up to that again. Shoot. Shut these doors.
What happened?
So. Oh, God. You know how the goop is like a parasitic infection?
Right.
Now imagine a fungal one.
That's what I surmised it would be. That's what I surmised it was mutating into based on the mushrooms.
No, that's a different thing.
Interesting.
I'm partially responsible for that. I do apologize.
You said for the mycelium.
Yes, it tends to be more of like a nervous response than anything, but part of me could do it intentionally. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Could have sworn we were keeping that one in check.
I see.
Glad it cleared up. My body always moves so rigidly when there's a lot of stuff.
Water in the air.
A lot of stuff in my vision. Guess it's hard for me to process them.
So this fungal outbreak you mentioned, is that in relation to the goop, or?
A lot of the time, it's worked in like tandem with each other, but sometimes it just works separately. Since the person causing the mycelium and the person causing the goop are, I suppose, co-workers would be the right word, because like it's weird. It's a weird situation going on between the two of them, because it's like they both find each other entertaining, and they both feel like they're playing a big game, and like sort of like they treat all of humanity like toys.
I see.
So it's like one big game of I can grab more land than you can. I can infect more people than you can. Da 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 da.
Hold on a minute. Hey. Odd that the snow does not seem to rest long on the goop.
But Iggy.
Hmm?
If you find goop in mail, public chest, contact Iggy. Oh dear.
That is how Iggy came into contact with the infection.
Oh, he's trying to handle it, isn't he?
He has long been infected.
Right. Right, the paranoia. I suppose that does remind me of how, after the radiation of the nuclear bombs, older people had to go and take care of the rubble because they understood that they were old and that the symptoms probably wouldn't show up for them as much.
I'm unfamiliar with that context.
But basically, radiation is like this weird thing that's like a slow poison. It can really mess people up.
I see.
Yeah, the shops aren't very accessible, I've noticed.
Not nowhere in this place truly is.
I think possibly the strip club is, but I'm not entirely sure.
I would have no reason to go into a strip club.
But yeah, this is...
I've never truly found that kind of thing to interest me.
I wonder if anyone's inspected within. I guess it would be hard to if you had to like avoid. I could try and peek in to see if there's
I'd be
anything.
appreciating that. I would have gone in myself.
Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a sign. Okay, hey Ray, it's been a while. We're happy to see you again. Loads of exclamation points.
They're soulless.
Eh?
There was an odd note in the book. I'm trying to... Before you proceed, dear traveler, allow this small request. Leave all certainty behind. Set down your convictions, your cherished explanations, and the tidy order in which you arrange your world. For within these walls, the future is not a puzzle to be solved. What sort of shop was this before the goop?
Oh, fortune telling.
Ah, I assume that was there before.
Let's
see.
see. Okay. Hey Ray, it's been a while. We're happy to see you again. Lots of exclamation points.
There would appear to be a present box on the second floor.
I could try and inspect that.
That would be appreciated. Also, do tell me if it's spreading any further inside of there.
Let's see. Yep, it's goop. Goop present.
I see.
I'll handle it. I don't really have a good substitution. Aquatic stew. Aquatic astral stew. Yay! Even though I don't know if it would have any effect on her. It's hard to tell who can be infected, who can't be.
Right.
But there seems to be a lot of mushrooms in here, in addition to the regular infection. But I've just been keeping the goop in my pocket.
Could you do me a minor favor and put these things back up in there?
Of course.
Thank you.
Like here. Where did they go?
They were right over here.
Over here. Okay.
On the underside, facing towards the inwards towards the shelf.
Okay. Oops. Sorry, baby.
Perfect.
Okay, there we are.
While we're searching through and looking at the goop, can you investigate this shelf here for me?
I wasn't really investigating very much. I just did basic surface level, like noticing, hey, weird line of goop here. Goop doesn't tend to
More
form.
inside.
I just noticed how it's straight. That this one's just like a solid line.
Yeah.
I've only ever.
Is that blood?
Yeah.
Look over here. Right in this little hole down here next to this rabbit. Is that blood?
Let's take a look. What the hell?
This is Michael's shop?
Yep. Michael, who is infected multiple times over. Michael. Huh.
Was he infected here?
Specifically here? No, I'm not entirely sure where he was infected.
Well, was he at his shop when he was, during any point when he was infected before he went wherever he went?
Possibly? I don't know where he... I think he's, like, doing some soul searching right now. Sometimes you just have to, you know. Oh, I just realized the entire wool here is infected. All of that wool is infected.
Yes. Perhaps. Do you think that Byron may have taken him for some kind of experimentation or something of that sort?
Maybe. But I feel like Michael is a pretty strong-willed person, and it's a little early in the infection for the easy suggestibility to happen.
I don't mean by suggestibility. The blood there is concerning.
It's something we should probably pay attention to.
Byron had a goop shop.
Oh yeah, he does. Which it seems to be spreading from. Of course,
I hate to interject. Why is it spreading?
was I not allowed to do that?
I'm gonna interject. The group shop is a good group. It's not supposed to spread.
Okay, I'll handle it.
Yeah.
Basically, Michael's spread over here. Seems a bit of a jump, but it seems to... Somebody might have... I think that somebody might have been breaking the mushrooms, and that causes the spores to go flying, and that's not good. Especially because it's trying to attack the good goop. That's not good.
See.
Out of character, is that what goop fraud was? Oh dear. Okay. It's okay. It's just the spores are causing weird spreading, and okay. it's okay. We're okay. Everything's fine. Everything's chill. This world isn't going to die. This world isn't doomed. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. No. 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, nope, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22, 22.
What are you counting exactly? If I may ask, what are you counting?
Counting, have to keep counting. Can't lose track. We need to sit down. We need to take a breather. We need to... Okay. Okay. Alright.
Are you alright?
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're fine. There's no need to apologize.
Just add memories.
I see.
Counting helps me calm down, but oftentimes it gets me a bit too worked up.
I see.
I end up counting the same thing over and over and over. Get the number wrong, I get panicked, start again. Because I don't want to get the number wrong. I can't get the number
I see.
wrong.
Is there a reason why you can't get the number wrong?
Because if I got the number wrong, then I would be forgetting.
See? Who are these odd fellows?
Hmm?
Who are these odd fellows over here? With Jan, Nuance, and...
Oh, they're the shopkeepers. I'm not entirely sure what their deal is. I mean, I can't understand their language. They don't speak common, I don't think.
I don't speak any language I've ever heard.
I feel like they communicate in grunts and muttering, but don't
They
understand.
sound like...
I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that you can exchange emeralds for different materials with them.
I see.
I suppose since these are blocks that are from... 1 second. Do not! Okay. Stop it! The beasts!
You're being attacked by a cat
The
right now.
beasts! The beasts!
Bro's being attacked by their cats.
The beasts!
Um,
Stop it! This is a new mouse!
That's what they wanted. It's fresh. Fresh mouse.
Fresh mouse. They could have the old mouse. It's my computer mouse. They're not allowed.
Yeah, but you're messing with it and they want it because you want it.
That's fair.
They like mice.
I just want to decompress after work today. Work was so stressful. It's okay. We're good. We're fine. We can continue. Why is my mouse not moving? Oh, we're good. But yeah, the guys from the shop we were just at, they sell stuff from that place. Since we can't go in.
I see.
There's the lamps from Tangled.
I ask an odd question. You said that portal normally would lead to hell, right?
Yeah.
Is that hell in this realm?
You know, I never really wondered about that. Like, since there's a god here, I guess they would have to determine what was right and wrong, but they don't want us to leave because that means less fun for them. Why else would this place be called Funland? Death isn't very fun. It's a conclusion that a lot of people disdain. You know, I never really wondered. Ugh.
Because if it is a portal to another realm, then I can use that.
Hmm.
Not to leave, not without my powers, not without at least some of my more in-depth abilities being restored, but a source of energy I could use it for.
The issue is how would we do it without Claire noticing?
I mean, realistically, it would be a simple way to tap into it. I'm not sure exactly how, but I don't think it'd be that complex. I would simply need to find out.
Hmm. I need to get the sun out of my eyes. Let's see. Yeah.
Hmm.
This hat looks so silly on me.
Hmm. I think that I will return to my warren now.
Alright.
It has been nice to be talking.
It has been. I hope to see you soon.
Likewise.
Farewell.
You as well.
Bye. Let's see.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. We're loving it.
Good God! Good God! The voices!